Sony and DJI are two giants in imaging technology, yet they have historically occupied different spaces. Sony, a dominant force in the mirrorless camera industry, has continuously refined its Alpha series, with the upcoming Sony A75 set to push the boundaries of hybrid photography and videography. On the other hand, DJI, primarily known for its drones and stabilization technology, is rumored to be entering the mirrorless market for the first time, potentially disrupting an industry long dominated by brands like Sony, Canon, and Nikon. The question is, how do these two cameras compare? And can DJI truly challenge Sony's stronghold in the mirrorless space? The Sony A7V, expected to be officially announced in April 2025, will be the successor to the well-received A7 IV. It brings a host of enhancements, particularly in resolution, autofocus, and video capabilities. One of the most anticipated upgrades is the new 42-megapixel backside illuminated full-frame sensor, a notable step up from the 33-megapixel sensor in the Sony A7 IV. This improved sensor will not only offer better resolution, but also enhanced dynamic range and low-light performance. Sony has also addressed one of the biggest criticisms of its predecessor, rolling shutter in video mode, by incorporating faster readout speeds. This will make the Sony A7V a much stronger option for videographers who rely on fast action capture without distortion. On the other hand, DJI is rumored to be stepping into the mirrorless camera market, and while details remain speculative, the potential is intriguing. DJI has already demonstrated its imaging expertise through products like the Ronin 4D, a modular cinema camera with professional-grade stabilization and unique design elements. One of the most compelling aspects of DJI's rumored camera is its possible integration of Hasselblad technology. DJI acquired Hasselblad years ago, giving it access to the legendary camera brand's sensor technology and color science. If DJI incorporates Hasselblad's expertise into its mirrorless system, it could introduce a camera capable of competing with Sony's renowned color profiles and imaging fidelity. Paired with the second-generation BIONZ XR processor, the A7V is expected to deliver faster image processing, improved noise reduction, and better handling of high-burst shooting. With this combination, the camera aims to maintain its status as a powerful hybrid model, appealing to both photographers and filmmakers. Sony is also integrating AI-driven autofocus, a feature previously seen in its higher-end models. The AI processing unit will enhance subject tracking, recognizing faces, animals, and fast-moving objects with greater accuracy. For videographers, this means smoother focus transitions and more reliable tracking in dynamic scenes. In terms of video performance, Sony is taking a more practical approach, focusing on high-quality oversampled 4K video instead of pushing for 8K. The A7V is rumored to offer 4K recording at up to 120 frames per second without a crop, an essential feature for slow-motion shooters. Heat management has also been improved to prevent overheating during extended recording sessions, a problem that affected previous models. Additionally, ergonomic refinements, such as a more compact and lightweight body, along with a 4-axis touchscreen, will enhance usability and shooting flexibility. While the A7 IV was a solid performer, the Sony A75 appears to have refined its weaknesses and added meaningful upgrades. Another potential game-changer is stabilization. Given DJI's expertise in gimbal and drone technology, there's a strong chance that the company will introduce an advanced in-body stabilization system. If successful, this could significantly reduce the need for external gimbals, allowing content creators to shoot smoother handheld footage directly from the camera. Sony's stabilization has always been good, but if DJI brings a truly next-level solution, it could set itself apart from the competition. Another area where DJI could innovate is modularity. The Ronin 4D featured a modular design, and there's speculation that DJI's mirrorless camera might follow suit. A modular approach would allow users to customize their setup based on their needs, whether for handheld vlogging, high-end cinematography, or studio photography. While modular systems are still a niche concept in mirrorless cameras, DJI could potentially introduce something that appeals to a wider audience. Connectivity is another major factor where DJI could have an advantage. Camera brands have long struggled with outdated connectivity solutions, slow file transfers, and complex workflows. DJI, with its background in wireless technology and drone communication, could bring seamless cloud storage, fast wireless file transfers, and possibly even eSIM connectivity for real-time uploads. If DJI manages to simplify content sharing and workflow integration, it could create a major selling point that Sony and other traditional brands have yet to perfect. One key decision DJI faces is lens compatibility. There's speculation that DJI might adopt the L-mount system, which would allow users to use lenses from Leica, Panasonic, and Sigma. This could be a smart move, eliminating the need to develop an entirely new lens ecosystem from scratch. Additionally, DJI might introduce its own lenses, leveraging Hasselblad's expertise to create a compelling lineup of high-quality optics. The expected price for the Sony A7V is estimated to fall between $2,799 and $2,999, positioning it in competition with the Canon EOS R6, Mark II, and the Nikon Z6 III. While this price represents a slight increase over its predecessor, the advancements in resolution, processing power, and autofocus justify the bump. DJI has a history of offering high-end features at competitive rates. If DJI follows this strategy, its mirrorless camera could be priced somewhere between $2,500 and $3,500, making it a mid to high-end option. However, DJI must balance affordability with innovation, as too many high-end features, such as internal storage, eSIM, and modular components, could drive up costs significantly. Despite the excitement, DJI faces significant challenges in breaking into the mirrorless market. Competing with Sony, Canon, and Nikon, brands with decades of experience, will not be easy. Convincing professionals to switch systems requires more than just impressive specs. It demands reliability, a strong lens ecosystem, and long-term support. Additionally, DJI must ensure it has the supply chain and customer service infrastructure in place to meet demand and provide ongoing firmware updates. Both cameras are scheduled to be announced in the latter half of 2025. In comparing these two upcoming cameras, it's clear that Sony is taking a refined approach with the A7V, improving upon an already successful formula. DJI, on the other hand, has the opportunity to disrupt the market with a bold new take on mirrorless technology. While the Sony A7V is likely to be a safe, reliable choice for hybrid shooters, DJI's rumored camera could introduce new ideas in stabilization, connectivity, and modularity. Whether DJI can compete with Sony remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the mirrorless market is about to get more interesting. Thanks for watching.